everyone, welcome back. Today I am going to talk about my experience with getting my eyebrows microbladed. So recently, within like the last month, I had my first ever microblading experience. Now, if you don't know what microblading is it's kind of like a tattoo method almost to give yourself permanent eyebrows. I say permanent, they last probably about a year or so. It's where you use like a pencil, like a blade which is on the end of a pen, a blade pen, pencil, and you scratch the skin and rub pigment in it. I decided I wanted my eyebrows microbladed because it's sort of like, it's something that has become way more popular and heard of, and I saw so many people with microbladed brows which looked awesome, and my eyebrows were pretty destroyed. I even have evidence. My sister sent me this photo of us in a nightclub the other day. You can see how non-existent our eyebrows were at some point. So they never fully grew back. There were just little bits of spermy string on my face. They were just a chore. It's just a chore to always have to draw them in every day. And I do a lot of stuff without makeup, but I think the brows were the one thing on my face that just annoyed me without makeup on. You know, I can deal with not wearing makeup, but it was just one thing that did my head in a little bit. So I decided to do a little bit of research on it. I found out that my friend Asha does microblading. I put it on Facebook. Does anybody know any people that do microblading in Norfolk that's not shit? Because I was thinking of going to London, but you know, I might as well ask, see first. A few people commented, and then Asha messaged me to say that she'd love to do my eyebrows. I met Asha actually a few years ago on a photo shoot we did together. She does makeup and hair. She does a lot of editorial makeup, does a lot of shoots, but she's also a beautician, so that's pretty cool. She's got quite a lot of skills under her belt. We did a photo shoot together with Charlotte Rutherford, who is an awesome photographer. She's just blown up over the last few years. She shoots like Paris Hilton, celebs. Like she's done some celebs, but she does amazing editorial work. Really, really cool stuff. So I met Asha there. I went to her salon and I went there for my first sitting. So these were my brows to begin with. They look a bit, well, you know, whoa, what the fuck are they? So the microblading process is quite an interesting one. So the first part is drawing the new shape brow on, and you put this cool thing on your head. It's like a mask. And then she just penciled out the shape. This on the first sitting took the longest part than the actual microblading because she had to get the shape perfect. So I was sitting there for a while she was drawing on my face and getting my brow shape right. And that's also the opportunity to tell them like what kind of shape you want. Now I wanted quite a full shape, but quite a sort of like a natural curve. Then once it's all drawn on is the fun part. Lol, no. It's a weird sensation. So it kind of feels like essentially it's like a scratch on your eye. So she sort of like scratches strands into your face and then rubs in the pigment. So it is quite an unpleasant feeling. She did put numbing cream on my eyebrows as well, and that did help a little bit. It's essentially like getting a tattoo on your face. It's not pleasant. I don't think it was that nice. Yeah, so what she does is she just sort of draws in strands of hair all along your brow and like inside where you've already got hair. Kind of a mixture of being scratched and someone like badly plucking your eyebrows. You know, if you were to get a tweezer and just sort of drag it along your brow and hopefully pick up some hairs along the way, that is kind of the sensation. The first sitting took about 2 hours, an hour and a half, so not too long. So after the first sitting, my eyebrows looked like this, as you can see, really, really full, really mega, and my eyebrows didn't go red or they didn't swell. Like a lot of people were like, whoa man, your eyebrows aren't very red, and I was like, that's because I'm badass, bitches. The annoying thing was though, I had to go to IB for the next day, so I had to like keep them out of the sun as much as I could. I wore a hat, I wore sunglasses, because you're really not supposed to go in the sunlight straight after having your eyebrows microbladed, which was really unfortunate timing because I had to go to Ibiza and that was the only time I could go get my eyebrows done. Gradually over time, they really calm down and really, really fade. So my eyebrows look more like this after they'd healed. The healing process is quite an interesting one. It's really difficult because you can't put any product on them really. Like you shouldn't fill in your eyebrows because, you know, they're healing. and they go quite crusty. Like mine went a bit crusty and a bit dry. So I did end up putting like Dream Cream on them, like the stuff that I use for my tattoo healing. Ash has actually given me some healing balm that she got on my second time. But yeah, I used like the stuff that I used to heal my tattoos on them if they were got like really crusty. But she said that the best thing to do is not really put anything on it. So when like they started to fade, but they were also crusty, I was just really wanting to put like eyebrow product on them, but I just couldn't. Once I knew they were healed, that like there was just nothing else there, I then started filling them in again because they needed a little bit of a touch up. But that's really normal for your first sitting to really fade down, and then you go get them topped up in your second sitting, which I did. So the second sitting is like the first sitting with less drawing on though. That bit didn't take as long this time. I thought this time hurt way more. I had numbing cream on this time as well, but I think it hurt way more. And she just goes over where she's already gone, maybe adds in any that have fallen out or have faded loads. She really went to town on this set. After she'd done all the strands, she then shaded where she basically poked, like where all the sparse hairs were, like in the middle of my eyebrow, like I was like, is this what it's like to have a dot work tattoo? But that was essentially what that was, like she shaded it in. And then I came out with these. Now these are very dark. I've only had these 2 days, like whilst recording this video, and she said that they will fade down by 20%, so not too much. As you can see, my strands, my fake strands here, and then all along here, like all up here and down here, you can kind of see where my eyebrow is, like my actual eyebrow. But she shaded all in this area. And then, as you can see, like there, they will fade down a bit more, but this is basically what they look like. I've got no eyebrow product on them at all. They are completely just the microblade. I really, really recommend it if you, A, hate doing your eyebrows, B, you've got no eyebrows, and that's it really, yeah. If you've got no eyebrows and you hate doing eyebrows, just get them done. I'm trying to convince my sister to get hers done because she's got like crappy little spermy eyebrows like me and she hates filling them in. So I really, really recommend it. I'm so happy that I can just get out of bed and they are already there and done. That was my experience with them. If you've got any questions about it that I haven't, like anything that I haven't said, just put it in the comments and I'll try my best to answer everyone. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon. Farewell, goodbye.